Welcome back, everyone. Look what's happened to our yeast cultures. If you remember, we put 1/4 teaspoon of yeast and sugar into number 1, this test tube here. We put 2/4 teaspoons of yeast and sugar into this middle one, number 2. And then we put 3/4 teaspoons of yeast and sugar into this one, number 3, at the end. It's quite interesting to see that the right proportions of gas has been produced by these cultures relative to the amount of yeast and sugar that we put in. Number 2 has about twice the amount of gas as number 1. That's of course what we'd expect because we put twice the amount of yeast and sugar into number 2. But equally, number 3 is half the size again of number 2 because we put 3/4 teaspoons as opposed to 2 into that. Have you worked out what gas is being produced by the yeast? Well, as a result of the fermentation process, yeast produces carbon dioxide. That carbon dioxide gas is what produces the bubbles and air pockets in bread. And we can test that it is carbon dioxide with the use of a candle. If I take one of these balloons, we'll use number 3 because it's the biggest. Let's see what happens when I release the gas onto the candle flame. It extinguishes the candle. And that's exactly what we'd expect with carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide won't burn, so the candle goes out. I'd love to see how you got on, and if your cultures also produce carbon dioxide like mine. Thank you for watching, and now let's find out who won this week's prizes.